Hello, this is Chillscape, and today I'm going to be doing a vintage plucky kind of synth tutorial in Massive. So I'm going to play a little demo and see if this is a sound you're trying to acquire. So to make this sound, we're going to open a new patch up on Massive from default. There's going to be a few things we're going to do first before we start. So let's have a little check what this sound actually sounds like. So from default, it's going to sound really weird. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to change our waveforms in the wavetable selector. And we're going to use crude for the first one and drive 1 for the second. We're going to have our wavetable down to the bottom and our intensity down for both. We're just going to unactivate that. Have our amplitude up there. Both filters on filter 1. And then we're going to use bend negative on both. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to have a listen back to that straight away and see what that sounds like now. Nicer than the original anyway. So we're going to use macro controls, all 8 of them for this patch. And we're going to put number 3. It doesn't have to be number 3, I'm just doing this. We're going to put number 3 on both the intensity and the wavetable position for all 3 of these. And this is going to be our tone control, so we'll label this tone. And we're also going to do this on filter FM 1. And we're going to set the pitch to 24, which is 2 octaves up. And we're going to put that into there from 0 to 100. So let's see how this affects the sound. This just gives us different timbres throughout. And then we're going to add a bit of like a chorusy effect. So in oscillator 2 and this little control here, this is going to give us a little bit of a pitch drift kind of effect. So we're going to set it to 0.23 semitones, and we'll call this one chorus. And let's have a listen to how this sounds. Cool. So you see we've got them both going to filter 1 here, and this is because in filter 1 we're going to select low pass 4, which is a 4-pole filter, resonance all the way down, and we're going to use the cutoff in envelope 1 from 0 to 100 there, and then we can finally put in some envelope controls on these macros here. So our attack needs to be all the way down. We're going to set the level down a bit, but we're going to test this in a moment. Same with the level for the decay, that's going all the way down. So what's next is we're going to basically set our cutoff value using the attack level. So let's listen to what the minimum point is. That's cool. And then the maximum. That's great. And then we're going to do the same with the decay now. So this is going to be the decay length of each instant of it being played. That's cool. And then we're going to do the same with our maximum. That sounds about right, so just about there. So let's set this as decay and cut off here. So next we're going to edit the timbrel aspect of this using inserts. So we're going to use 2 inserts for this. The first one's going to be frequency shifter, and our pitch is going to be all the way down. And I'll show you in a moment how this is going to affect the sound. So on the dry wet, on a macro 5 from 0 to 100. And have a listen to this. Huge difference that makes. And it makes it sound very vintage, very crispy and kind of like crunchy a little bit. And then to kind of enhance this, we're going to use sample and hold, pitch all the way up to the top. And then we're going to, on the dry wet again, with this macro 6. Yeah, it's cool effects, that. So now we've got the main tone set, and we can change this also with these macros. We're just going to label these. So I'm going to call this one frequency, and this one's going to be sample and hold. So the final part of this patch is add in space, and to do this we're going to use delay synced and reverb. So we'll do the delay first. We're going to want a little bit of delay either way, because the space is what is the sound really. And the damp just a bit before, maybe halfway. And we're going to add in macro 7 for this, all the way from there to the top. And with the dry wet, we're just going to go maybe past halfway, just. So let's have a listen to what the delay sounds like now. You may think this maybe doesn't have enough width, so, or any like stereo. So we're going to basically add in half the time on the left, just see what it sounds like. Much nicer. And the next part is basically going to be the reverb. So maybe the size just past halfway. I'm going to leave the density and color where it is. It's kind of like a middle ground, maybe just a bit into the, just a bit brighter. And then we're going to leave our dry wet at the bottom and just up maybe halfway. And this is going to give even more space if you just need to back it off a little bit in your mix. So we'll call this one reverb. And then let's have a listen to that. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I hope you can do a lot more with the sound than I can.